So today is day 40, June 15th. We are leaving Hessel today and going to Nickerson. It's about 40 miles. The wind is just as heavy as ever today, but hopefully it'll be okay. It's supposed to be very hot, so we're leaving very early. It's like 5:30 in the morning. We're getting some snacks here at Casey's, and then we're gonna be on the road. 78 degrees at 6 o'clock. Sort of a hazy day. Can't really tell if it's sunny or not. It's sort of just dawn. But we'll find out here in the next hour or so. The winds are really heavy, but they're sort of coming right out of the south. We're heading west, so it's a crosswind, but it still makes it really tough. So only 40 miles today. Leaving Casey's after breakfast. We have a nice morning, full moon almost. Horse and goats all in the same field. So as we're cruising out of town, there's some kind of organized ride heading the other direction. Lots of riders, lots of flashing headlights. Well, there you have it, a bunch of organized riders, but not one of them on a recumbent. What's up with that? Corn as far as you can see, probably 4 foot tall. Organized riders fixing a flat. So I wanted to take a second and mention how sorry I am that I missed 4 birthdays for my grandkids. I missed Jackson's birthday, Kennedy's birthday, Reagan's birthday, and yesterday was Lucas's birthday, and I missed them all. So you know what that means, grandkids. There will be something a little extra in your Christmas stocking this year. So I'm hoping you can hear me. It's so windy out here, but these riders keep coming from the other direction, and the wind is whipping across my front and across their front, but it's just enough coming out of the south-southwest that it's helping them along, and it's slowing me up. I can tell they're cruising probably 12, 13, 14. I'm cruising 9, 10, 11. And working at it. But it's good to see all these people out on the bike, that's for sure. There's easily over 300 already, and they're still coming. So I think you guys ought to get out and get on a bike too, even if it's just around the block. It's a good start. Good morning again. I just want to introduce you to somebody, and he's going to tell you all about all these bikes I've been seeing.
My name's Alex Burton. I'm from Lansing, Kansas, and we're participating in Bike Across Kansas this year. We started at the Colorado border. We're going out to Missouri. Roughly 552 miles, I believe. This is day 5 for us. 515 miles.
He stands corrected.
I've got a map here, so I don't get confused.
Perfect. So
yeah.
how many riders are there?
A little over 600, I believe. Yep.
600 riders. Okay, and how many days does it take?
It's a 7-day trip.
And it's all planned out?
Yep. We have stops in different cities along the way. Today is 52 miles, and then we'll be off tomorrow. I think 76 miles after that.
And what do you think about the wind here in Kansas?
It's moving us, as long as it's on our tail, it's been great.
Fantastic. We've been fighting it for the last 3 days. Well, great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So there you have it. Bike Across Kansas. Of course, they're smart, and they're taking the direction with the wind at your back a little bit. Not so much for us. But it's all good. It's all good. Look at that wind moving those trees. Pretty amazing. I'm glad I'm not riding into it. So this is the Little Arkansas River. Not much to it here. So we've been riding pretty much due west for 28 miles. It is now 9 o'clock in the morning and we have this 1 mile jog going due south right into the wind. So it ought to be interesting. I'll let you know how it goes. It's a darn good thing it's only 1 mile. Here is a nice simple gated entry. I'm really surprised that on this whole trip I really haven't seen that many of these. I thought I'd see a whole bunch of them, but just a few. So that 1 mile stretch going almost directly into the wind, 6.5 miles an hour. But it was certainly doable, just geared down. I do have to say I'm glad I didn't have to ride 50 miles directly into that wind. So now I'm back to the crosswind, and it's about 10 miles to Nickerson, where we're spending the night. My 30-mile rest stop on the way to Nickerson. I just laid the bike down, had a banana, had some Gatorade, and I'm gonna hit the road again. Check this one out. That is some massive tubular steel that they used for this entrance. And look at all the pines they have, giving them all the privacy they need. So I'm sure most of you have heard about the flooding in Yellowstone. We tried yesterday to do some research on it to see if it would affect our route at all through Yellowstone, which we should be there in, oh, I don't know, 30 days, 45 days. And really couldn't find much at all. So if you hear anything, let me know in the comments below, and we'll do our research, and hopefully we can still get into Yellowstone and check that out, and the Grand Tetons and all that. I'm hoping we don't have to make a big major detour and miss all of that. Fingers crossed. One more road closed to through traffic. At least the signs are pushed aside, which gives me a little hope. Hopefully we don't have another bridge out like a few days ago. That was a major fiasco. So luckily, Mark sent me a text that says you can't go over the bridge because they're working on it. You have to go around it. So I'm gonna go way around to the right and go around the construction. Maybe it means I get to walk my bike through a cornfield. We'll see. So here's the construction. The road is closed. I'm gonna go way over to the right-hand side into the cornfield and cross around it. We'll see how it goes. So far, so good. Well, I made it through. It was a muddy mess. Check out my front tires. But I made it. I got the bike cleaned up and my shoes cleaned up. But it's on to Nickerson. Out here in the middle of nowhere, and what do we have? We have a brick paver road. I don't know how long ago this was put down, but holy cow, pretty nice looking horses. And I think we got a donkey over here with the donkey ears. Not sure. We'll see if they like trail mix. United Methodist Church, trusting God. Nice looking church. And since we're almost done riding for the day, you guys know the rule. This is the church of the day. Well, I don't know what these things are, but they're pretty big, and these horns look like they could be really dangerous. And they're not too comfortable with me, so they're all walking away. But if anybody knows what these are, Leave a comment below, let me know. This is a llama. The sheep. Ostriches, emus maybe. Over here we have camels. More camels. And more camels. And a zebra back there. The camel rides. Hope you can see that. He's a dirty one. Then we have a donkey, I guess. An ostrich. Up close and personal. That guy's number 2. This guy's number 99. Sure seems like they could jump that fence and kick me right in the teeth. When I finish with my bike ride, this is going to be my next touring setup right there. The Presidio motorhome. Maybe a, I don't know, 40 footer, 38 footer. Beautiful looking unit. So I'm now in the city of Nickerson, and there's some grain elevators here along the railroad tracks. I saw these a ways back and looked at my odometer and was wondering how far away they were. My odometer said 32 miles. Now it says 38. So I saw them from 6 miles away. So we're in pretty flat land here, obviously. So we made it to the city park in Nickerson. Mark's got his tent up already. Dave's getting there. We have a little house here with at least toilets and a crude shower. Here's my bike, a little worse for wear, going through that construction area with the mud. But I'm sure I'll be able to find some place to clean it off. My shower is going to be right there. You just go over there and you hit a button and the water kicks on for about 15 minutes, which is all I'm going to need. So we're going to set up tents and maybe buzz into town.
Shoulder like a donkey. You get it out the bottom of it.
So we stopped here at the Sunshine Cafe in downtown Nickerson. We ran into a couple of ACA people and had lunch with them. And now we're going to go to the IGA, and then we're going back to the park and maybe take a nap. Well, our city park where we're spending the night is literally 200 yards from this huge grain silo co-op thing they have here for all of the grain. There's the silos, and here's Weber Park where we're staying tonight. So here's my little tent up in the park. There are the grain silos right there, and of course next to the grain silos are the railroad tracks, which are right over there. So my guess is we'll be seeing some trains. Lo and behold, what do we see? A train coming by, maybe 300 yards from our campsite in the city park. But that's okay, I love trains. It's going pretty slow. So I came up to the Quick Shop in Nickerson to get an ice cold Coke, and I ran into this really nice couple. So they're going to introduce themselves and they're going to tell you what they do.
Hi, my name is Tony Harmon. I'm from Yuma, Arizona, and this is my wife Carrie. And we're riding from Denver to Washington, D.C. on the Trans Am Trail. We started 30 years ago. We went from Tacoma to Astoria to Denver, and now we're finishing it up from Denver to the East Coast. So that's our plan.
That is fantastic. Now, how long have you been on the road this time?
We are on, day number 8.
And we're from Arizona.
And we're from Arizona.
Oh, so you're used to this heat?
Yeah.
No. Yes and no.
We escape it. We want to escape the heat.
Great. All right, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
The entertainment for the afternoon. After the nap, after tents are up, after the trip to the convenience store, watching the locals play in the water park. So we decided to come up to Flick's Bar and Grill for dinner, and hopefully have a good dinner. And then we're going to go back to the campsite. We're going to go to bed early tonight because we're going to get up at 5 in the morning and try to be on the road by 5:30 because it's supposed to be 100 degrees tomorrow.